All right, welcome in everyone to A Programmer Plays Alruna and the Necro-Industrialists. This is another title from Neckbolt. We have recently played Yono and the Celestial Elephants, quite enjoyed that, and Molly Medusa, Queen of Spite, did not enjoy that one. So this is our third Neckbolt title. We're already off to a stronger start in that we have an options menu, so appreciate that. I don't know why his previous title did not have an options menu, but I'm thrilled to see one here. I don't really know much of anything about this title. I know that it's 2D, I know that it's very small to install, and that's kind of it. So let's dive into it. I'm excited to see how this has evolved. As far as I can tell, there's no way to make this widescreen, so we're just going to roll with the default, what I'm assuming is 4:3 ratio here. If I feel the need to add stuff to the side, maybe we'll do that later, but for now, new game. April is the cruelest month, breeding lilacs out of the dead land. Who killed the world? All right, so a T.S. Eliot quote and a Mad Max quote? I was kind of expecting these to auto-progress, which is why I read through them quickly, but I appreciate that they did not auto-progress. Auto-progressing text is one of my pet peeves. All right, and we're just in it. All right, so we've got what I'm assuming is 4 health. We've got 0 blue things, and I'm gonna hazard a guess that 10, 12 there. I'm betting we're on screen coordinates 10, 12. Got a jump? 10, 11. All right, so y-axis going down, and x-axis presumably going right, but we'll find out. Interesting that we're creating flowers as we walk. Ooh, hello. Okay. Item get, vine whip. All right, maps bound to triangle. I think that the controls might be the opposite of what I would have thought they'd be, but that's okay. Press L to dash. Oh, okay. That midair? It is, alright. I'm going too early. Hello. The wasteland of the Necro-Industrialists lies ahead, taken by the rot, eaten by the sprawl. Alruna, my sapling, go forth as you please. Go forth as you please, all manner of things shall be well. I'm not super sold on the attack button being the right face button and not the left face button. I'm tempted to rebind that. Hello, sister. Necro-Industrialists, look at their lands. Look at their work, look at their sprawl. Tower after tower after tower, they're trying to build a prison. Trying to build a prison for you and me to live in. Oh, right trigger causes us to duck, as does left bumper. Might rebind like right bumper to be our attack or something. Hold crouch for a bit to charge up a super jump. Okay. Dash and crouch to slide. Start with dash, then crouch. All right. Alright. Gonna take me a little bit of getting used to, but that's okay. The future is dead. It belongs to the dead. End of history. These happy pallbearers march on and on in their funeral procession of endless progress and infinite growth. Meanwhile, time stands still and the future is dead. Alright, so we've got a block here and a block there. I'm wondering if that indicates a safe spot? Yes. Alright, so we're going old school with how that's like referencing for us. I like that. I appreciate whenever a game does that. Press up to up the button to open the map. Ooh, okay. Oh. Alright, so that confirms our first... first bit of damage. Alright, so that's 2 drops. No. Gotta be patient. Do I want to go that way? Hold on. Kind of just waiting for the game to start wrecking me with real enemies. Aha, here we go. Real enemies. First impressions, 10 minutes in, I'm quite enjoying this. This is a really interesting example of how you can have kind of like a backwards progression for game development. The previous Neck-Bolt games have been in 3D, and this game obviously very not just 2D, but like kind of referencing off of a specific retro aesthetic of 2D. Do we think that this suggests breakable walls? Huh. Alright. Noted. Interesting that we broke it with our feet. Can I mark this spot in any way? I'm assuming that we can't swim. So the way that we knew that that was there was by looking at the map and going, wait a minute. Alright, we've got 4 of those. Alright. That's cheeky. Secrets on secrets. Oh, interesting. Warp activated, huh? Picked up a few hearts. We just played your game. Hello, Molly. Hi, my name is Molly. How did you know that all your... Hey, did you know that all your seeds have secret forms? Crouch 3 times before the seed hits the ground. A little dance will unlock the hidden power. confused about this heart. Never mind, I'm no longer confused. It healed me. Gonna be patient. I don't think I can make this, but never mind. I'm the best there ever was. Ooh, that's unfortunate. I can't believe that I got away with that. Where the hell was I? World tree has many deep roots and many branches. We travel along to far-flung places. Either of these... Ah, here we go. Save point. So, we're not in a place that I know, which is fascinating. And we do appear to be stuck. Interesting. Shit. Hello. 4 Death Knights of the militarized police. They hold the punch cards needed to access the hydro planet below. Fuck the police. Alright, there we go. Are you one of the... Hey, nice. We've got 1 punch card. That heals us. Nice. Damn. Alright, game over. That's fair. That's why we saved. Kind of think I need to... I thought I needed to be closer, but I kind of think that that's actually the opposite of true. Okay. There we go. That was kind of a botched job, but... I'm going to just assume that this game uses, you know, old school, hard-nosed... Okay. Hard-nosed saving system until proven otherwise. Oh, we can knock those out of the air. Good to know. This is not the original layer of the sprawl. The wasteland is built on top of the previous wasteland, on top of the previous one. For every tower they build, they compelled to build 2 more in order to cover the cost of that first one. They call it progress, but it is mania, or rot. Machine, this contraption, I think it makes music. Tunes lovingly etched into cuneiform clay and reproduced flawlessly by a minstrel automaton. Can we get it to work? It's only missing a record to play. Interesting. So we don't actually have to... don't actually have to beat 4 guys. We can find punch cards from other dudes. Alright, so can't touch the water. Noted. Growing a beanstalk to heaven. Dewdrops make it grow. How high can we go? Alright, so we need a little bit more. I whittle wheels out of nuts and bark. I can make a new cogwheel for the lift to the engineer's palace if you bring me an acorn. Okay. Warp activated. Wonderful. Looped around to... Okay. Noted. Alright, so this is up here. This is all the way down here. What else is in this area? Welcome, Alruna, to the depths of depravity. Your greatest foe lies ahead, but the way is shut. Return here with the seized remains of lesser foes. Alruna, the rot simmers and seethes. Alright, cool. So far, having a great time. I know that I've kind of already said that, but, like, I feel like it bears repeating. Alright, so we've gone that way. What's over here? Cool. Then we need to presumably break that lock over there in order to connect the shortcut. Once again, the map being the thing that's guiding us here, where the map was saying, like, hey, there's a thing. Ah, and there's... Gotcha. On me. Enough for a coin, I don't think. One more drop, and I think we'll get a drop for free. Kind of assuming that our challenge here is to somehow smack that thing from underneath. Alright, we never did go down here. Oof. Right? That feels like a dead end. Don't think we can progress there. Alright, we saw the last guy, didn't we? Okay. Oh. Way too early. Still too early. Cool. Yeah, I'm a simple man. Give me little, like, simple puzzles. Oof. Taking double damage from that feels pretty bad. Yeah, Yeah, alright, so that's the guy that we need to defeat. And I don't think we ever... Yeah. There we go. Boom. That's all 4, baby. I like this. There's more that we can do here that I'm being foolish and overlooking. Probably. I don't think we need to go that way. I think go this way. Be just fine. There we go. Hooray! Hydro plant. Because we're planned. Pretty sure that they're doing the thing where the hitbox for our head only applies in a handful of situations. And for the most part, just, we're fine. We'll be back down to the hydro plant, but given our wealth of dewdrops, I wanted to see. Yeah. Okay. Broke a blue block. Does that mean anything? Don't. I feel like there's probably some cryptic thing that once you know it, it's really obvious, but until you do, it's it's just cryptic. I also fully anticipate that I am not going to put together that for a hot minute. Go ahead and... Oh, really? No heart for me right there? the one key up there in our UI. So do that. And I don't think we can get that key. It's fun though that they sort of tease us with it like that. Okay. Yeah, okay, so here's a good example of how, like, our head doesn't really matter. We're kind of 3 squares tall, but really it's more like we're 2 squares tall, if that. Okay, I could do without the eyes. Yeah, that's fair. Oh, is this going to be like a toggling place? Because we've turned on the heat, now previous rooms will behave differently. We'll see the same. We do have another key, which is nice. Alright, can't get out that way, which I actually do appreciate that it suggests that, like, there's just the one way that we need to go. No, alright. Is it gonna be ice now? Yeah. Oof, coming in here with... That was just a regular dude. He stressed me out so much. No, thank you. Whew. That feels like a huge relief, and there we go. We've connected around. No punch card for me? That feels lame. Hopefully he stays dead. You know what? I'm slightly nervous enough about that to do that. seems like he's gonna stay dead, which would be phenomenal news for me. Ooh, do we think I need to freeze this place again? No. I mean, that was kind of a gimme. Jesus Christ. Okay. Please stay dead. I never want to see you again. You were... Alright, this game's being a lot more overt with its messaging. Item get direct action. Bosses are 10% weaker. Holy shit. No! Oh, you did not stay dead. I hate that. No! Oh. At least that guy stayed dead. We'll come back to the bosses are 10% weaker, but wanted to hear the music again. Alright. Right trigger for crouch, left trigger for slidey slidey. Nope. Nope. Ooh, alright, well that, I wombo comboed myself there. don't love the way that the damage there is working. Like, it feels like our iframes are maybe a little short-lived. Alright, item get, climbing vine. Press that, plus that. Hold on. View controls. So, interesting. I kind of feel like... Okay. So, left button, which in my controller, which is switch style, labeled as Y. If it was an Xbox controller, we'd call it X. That switches so that we can then do the thing. I kind of don't like that. I kind of wish it was the other way around. Ah, okay. Boy, that opens up a lot of possibilities, doesn't it? Interesting. Boy, that creates a lot of possibilities. Creates a lot of possibilities. Huh. You hit the wrong button. So you did not want to come to life that time? Interesting. Okay, so we can't... Seems like we can't... drop down through our plant. toss another seed to not have to deal with it. Another one of you. So, hitting the ceiling there. There we go. That's what I was trying to do. There we go. Wasn't sure if that was gonna I really appreciate the internal logic of robot hits water, robot immediately ceases to. You hear me smacking the controller, trying to make it work. It's just the wrong button. I did it again, literally just there. I'm probably gonna have to rebind that because that's turning into a real problem. Alruna, you are not alone. Your quest, someone else is following your trail tightly. Heavy boots full of lead fills his victims full of dread. Iron Man walks again. Stark's after me. Alright, so the boss is beneath us, is how I'm interpreting those blocks. Save point. Excellent. I feel like we've made a lot of progress in this first episode. Whoa, cool. Money? We already own everything. What we need is to keep spreading the rot, to keep everyone else believing in ownership. I don't like what I'm seeing there. So we can hit those to get rid of them. Ooh, and to sometimes get some health. That is a deal that I'll happily take. Ooh. Oh, we got damage locked. Second time. All right, so. Okay. Oof. My reach isn't quite as good as I would like it to be. Hey, we did it! Second try. Remains seized Eldritch Skull, the spoils of victory. Whoa, cool! Iron Man's awesome. Dun dun dun. Oh yeah. Where is the nearest save? I'm feeling nervous, shall we say. Perfect. Saved. This character's not here anymore. Do I think... One of the advantages, I feel like, of this kind of like really blocky style is that you can get really clear, like, the player can do this, the player cannot do this. It's like, okay, you can jump up 2 squares, you cannot jump 3 squares. You know what I mean? I appreciate that that pulls us up with it. Alright. You said crouch 3 times before the seed hits. I'm very curious as to what that means. Not something that I think I can do. Alright, well, I think this is a good place, as good as any, to end our episode. I'm well chuffed with this. I thoroughly enjoyed this first episode, so YouTube, hopefully you guys have enjoyed this episode as well, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!